Hey guys, how you doing? So I have a couple of friends, and they are smart, caring, they're funny, understanding, and they really enrich the lives of those that are around them. And I was talking to them, and I found out that they don't like themselves very much. Something that I was shocked to hear. But I found that is a lot more common than I think. There's a lot of people that aren't happy with who they are. And it made me wonder for a bit, what about the human condition? What about us as humans that we are readily able to accept the negative about ourselves? What makes us so easy to just let the negative come in? And please, if you have ideas, please comment below and let me know, what do you think about us that allows us so easily to say the negative is true? And that concerns me because I definitely have children that are coming up, and I know that I tell them all the time that they're amazing, but one bully can make them think that they are less than and not as wonderful as they are. So I asked a few of my friends what they thought. And one of the people I talked to said they think it's because it's easier believing the negative. If you believe that you suck at something, you don't have to try to improve or master that thing. It's just easier for us. Another friend had said that they believe it's society. Society has certain markers that they think that we should accomplish, certain things that they think that we need to do in order to be successful. You're not successful if you don't go to college, or you're not successful if you're not married and starting a family, or doing everything by the timeline that they deem as normal. One theory is that we give up the choice of what is good and bad and how we're doing to others, starting from school. Starting from the time you enter elementary, you're letting somebody else tell you what percentage of good you've done and how good you are. Now, that is possible, and I've had a lot of success myself from wonderful teachers that have had a great influence and impact on my life. But it is true that we do let them judge us and define who we are. Society is definitely trying to get everybody to be normal and at the status quo, and it pushes down all the unique people and all the things that aren't as the group defines as normal. It fights back against, and I am afraid for my kids to come into this type of world and accept whatever the people say is right or wrong. But with that pressure to be just like everybody else and that pressure for the status quo, what do you equip people with, and how do you make people know that they're wonderful? And I think it's up to us to do those things, to take ourselves out of the norm. And I know we're quick to complain when something goes wrong, but definitely let people know when they're doing a great job and how valuable they are to you. If you have other suggestions and ideas, so not just why we're like that, but some input on how we can improve on that, I definitely appreciate it. With all these thoughts going through my head, there's a song by a group in the UK called The Streets, and the song's called The Edge of the Cliff. And it says something that is extremely profound to me, and I'm just going to share with you part of that chorus. And the chorus says, "For billions of years, since the onset of time, every single one of your ancestors have survived. Every single person on your mom and dad's side successfully looked after and passed on to you life." Now, that is something I find an amazing amount of inspiration from. What does that mean to you? I think that means that no matter where you are right now, no matter who you are and what you think about your worth, I can tell you that your ancestors survived to give you life right now. You are not a thing. You're not a product that is complete right now as you are. Every experience you have, good or bad, makes you who you are. We're continually growing and evolving. So for you not to like something specific about yourself right now is okay, but know that that can change. It's not the failure. It's not the not achieving that breaks our growth or evolution, but it's apathy and accepting that this is all you're going to be is what kills you. And that would be the death of your evolution. So if you're a spiritual person, if you're not a spiritual person, one thing I can tell you right now, in this moment, even not knowing you, you come from a long line of survivors. Since the dawn of time, when the sun first came on the earth and lit a path to the breath you're taking now, every generation has brought something to you and given you something. You are a survivor. You have survived. And so the thing about that now is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do to improve the world? Why? Because for billions of years, since the onset of time, every single one of your ancestors has survived. Every single person on your mom and your dad's side has passed on to you life. What will you do with that gift? I'll talk to you later.